So it's been 8 days since I achieved my lofty goal of a red and a blue on the original wrist wrench, and thus retired from all thumbless lifting. And thumbless lifting has been a really big part of my life the last 6 years, and it's helped me become very, very strong at grip, you know, along with a few other exercises. But I wanted to go over a few of my highlights, and I'll have my wife do a compilation of my thumbless lifts and a separate one with the wrist wrench. But I'd like to brag just a little bit on the wrist wrench. I'm the only person ever in the history of Gripsport to go over 104 pounds thumbless, thumb wrapped and thumbless, and have it on video. That is something very, very proud of. Both maxes, pretty darn straight arms. You know, you'll see some people, they are bent like this. Both my maxes, thumb wrapped and also thumbless, pretty darn straight arm. Oh, one other thing is, since then I've had, I think three or four people say I had something in the tank there. I feel like I did leave a little bit out, maybe a pound, because when you're dealing with wrist wrench, a pound is actually a lot, you know. I think I left maybe a pound out, but I was so focused on my late father and getting that red and the blue. That was, to me, it will be a very, very high mark to achieve. There'll be people that will get it. There's no question about it. Adam Glass, obviously, he's over that. Jason Dingy can go over that. But you factor in my age, body weight, hand size, 7.5 inch hands, and a 9-inch lift with calibrated weights of red and a blue on a short loading pin, which is fractionally harder. Not a lot harder, but fractionally. It's certainly a great benchmark to have a combination of finger strength and wrist strength. So I wanted to go over a couple of highlights. I shouldn't say couple. 194 pounds, one arm thumbless axle, iron mine axle. 362 pounds, double overhand axle. 170 pound, 3-inch trial bite, thumbless. 363 pound, 2-inch country crush, thumbless. Last December, a great moment with my son. He also had achieved the record thumbless, obviously at a lower weight, but I was able and fortunate enough to get the 6th highest ever hold at 130 kg. It was 26.5 seconds, or it was like 26.4 seconds at body weight of 202 pounds. I was down, and then I was on a 36-hour fast, and I went from 207 to, I was like 199 that morning, and then I had oatmeal and a pot of coffee, and I bumped up to a little over 202 pounds. But that's the 6th highest hold of all time, and that's something I'm very, very proud of. 164 pound iron mine axle thumbless tosses. I've had people from overseas ask me to send that to them. They cannot believe I can do that. And what it really is just you know, how many people really do tosses with a barbell or axle. They do it with a dumbbell, which is very easy to do, you know, because you're tilting it, you know what I mean? Most of the time you're not going, keeping it level. With the axle, you don't have that luxury. So to keep it level, you have to have a lot of practice, coordination, wrist stabilizers, which I have abundance of, and also you have to have a very strong backstop, and I do with my upper back. But when it comes to all of this stuff, there's no magic training or anything like that. It's just if you put in the time and you stay injury free, you can achieve this. And I truly believe that most people could achieve this. You're gonna have to put in hundreds and hundreds of hours to do it. But these lifts, along with the, as I said, there'll be a compilation tape coming up, in the next month or so. You can achieve this if you so decide, but you're gonna have to put in the time and effort. So my thumbless career is over with. 2 years ago, I gave up two-hand pinch, one-hand pinch, iron mine hub, thumb wrap lifting of all types, especially after I did my 177 pounds on the inch dumbbell lift, which is phenomenal. Probably top 5 feats I've ever done in my grip career. Definitely not the top, but it's up there, top 5. So really, basically, the only things that I'm going to be doing going forward is grippers. I started that yesterday. It wasn't very good, obviously. I hadn't done it in like 5 weeks, 4 weeks. I love grippers though. They get a bad rep, but very, very impressive. I could actually watch gripper closes all day. Gripper closes versus silver bullet. I don't really care about silver bullet. Any type of gripper closes I like. And then I'll always do wrist strength, and also hubbing. There's a lot of feats that I'd like to accomplish. I don't know if I'll be able to get to them in this lifetime, but I really, really enjoy watching Zach Mullins, who I feel is truly one of the best gripsters all around in the world. Still very, very young. Chaz Strange, I forgot his first name, but his nickname is Chaz. He's an incredible hubber. Kid from England, incredible at tosses, whatnot. And Joel Dirks, very, very strong. He's been doing it for over a decade, so that helps. But I'd like to see more people do hubbing. I really think that's a real nice wild card lift for all grip events is hub, versus some of these, like a key pinch lift or whatever, even though I'm, pretty decent at key pinch, obviously, I think hubbing is just a better wild card lift in contests versus a key pinch or some other, cocktail party lift. So I will keep on doing videos, not as many, but it's been a really a fun ride, and that's that. Thanks.